Hello everyone and welcome back once again to another video on how to draw stuff. And in today's video we're going to learn how to draw the comic character Red Skull. Okay, so let's start by drawing the outline using a pencil. For that, what I'm going to do is, first we will draw a line somewhat horizontal. We'll start with this line and okay. This is the head. This is just the rough outline. We need to modify these lines a lot as we draw, and this okay, so the outline is done. Now so I just forgot to mark the area for its eyes and the nose and the mouth. Okay, so now I'm going to use a marker pen, a black marker pen, for completing the lines. You can use a pencil as well if you're not very confident. Okay, now we will move on to the body and leave the face as it is for now. When you draw straight lines, try to commit it in a single stroke. That looks very clean. Never try to draw a line over and over again on top of it. It looks very dirty. So make sure what you're going to draw, and when you draw it, try to finish it in a single stroke. Never try to repeat the stroke in the same place. And as I always say, the pressure you apply while drawing is of paramount importance, because the thickness and the depth of the line depends on that. There are places where you have to draw very subtle lines, so there the stroke should be very light. Okay, so that is over. Here I am using a chisel tip marker pen, but if you're not very experienced in drawing, it is better to use a bullet tip marker pen when you draw portraits. Bullet tip is more easy to draw with than a chisel tip, because in chisel tip, when you draw, the angle at which you are holding your pen is also very important, because otherwise it changes the thickness of the line you're drawing. Okay, so one of the hand is almost done. Now we'll go to the other hand. Okay, so that hand is also, the outline is complete. We've got to do the shading, but first let's finish off the other places, and then we'll come back to finish all the shadings and all the work. We'll do the detailing after the sketch is done. Now he has a very big belt buckle and a broad belt. The broad belt is symbolic of power and energy. So that's the reason why you find superheroes wearing, and even villains wearing, belts that are very thick. Okay, so I think this is enough for the body. Now we will do the shading and then we will complete the face. So first we will go with the shading. Okay. Now I am holding the pen in such a way that the line falls thick, because otherwise it will take a lot of time for me to feel the stroke. Now this is the advantage of using a chisel tip pen, because you can draw wider lines using this. Just imagine if I had to do it with a bullet tip pen, I had to do it many times. I beg your pardon, first of all, I am not a good narrator because I am too engrossed in drawing that I sometimes fail to speak up. So please bear with me for that. Comics are very good subjects to draw. I mean, if you have a comic, try copying the characters, looking into those pictures and practice. I mean, you get a variety of action and emotions and expressions, and I mean, you get to learn a lot drawing comic characters. So it's always better to practice drawing from a comic book if you're interested in comic drawings. Comic artists are in good demand, so if you excel in doing this such kind of work, and if you would like to make it your profession, it's a great field. Okay, now and for the belt. Now I've left a few places that is to be filled using the black crayons. Okay, now the face is left, so we're going to complete the face. So since this is a chisel tip, I'm not very confident in completing the face using this because it gives very bold lines, so I need a sharper pen, so I'm using a black ink pen. So we're going to draw the eyes first with just 2 lines running upward. Okay, this is the eye socket, I believe, because this is the eye. Okay, now the nose. Now since he is a skull, doesn't have a developed face, I mean it's just skinny. So okay, I think we should, since the drawing is done, now we have to remove the pencil marks that we had used to draw the outline, because once you color it, it is not easy to erase the pencil marks. So and be careful while rubbing, because the ink should have dried, otherwise it's going to peel off the paper. So you've got to be very careful while the face is red. So I'm going to use a red plastic crayon as usual. Plastic crayons are very good medium for working with portraits and comic characters and a wide variety of subjects. Now I'm going to use a black bold pen to just shade it, some of the places, because I can't use black here. So I'm using the red pen to shade a few places. And I got to color this place also. Okay, now let's move on to his coat. Actually it's olive green in color, but I don't have an olive green with me, so I'm using a normal dark green color. You can use olive green if you have. I don't have it right now, so please bear with me for that too. Coat is done. Now I'm using a black pen to shade his belt and his hands, because he's wearing a dark blouse. So I think it should be black leather gloves. Okay, so this also is green color, so I'm just coloring it gray, and the buttons are also dark gray, and this okay, and I'm going to use this black to just darken this area, because this place is shown dark in my reference picture. I think it should be too hollow. I'm not sure because I haven't seen this character in action anytime. We'll see that. Okay, so I think we have come to the end of today's video, just shading it so that it gives a 3D look. It's not necessary as such. Yeah, I forgot to. This is silver in color, so I am using silver shade. Okay, so that comes to the end of today's video. I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching. I'll come up with another video tomorrow. Until then, take care. Bye. Have a good day.